Her breath mingled with mine, warm, shallow, close like a secret we hadn't spoken yet. She leaned toward me, palm flat on the table, her skin glowing under the dim lights of the Miami bar. Our eyes locked so near I could see the heat, the thrill, the hunger dancing in her gaze. I didn't expect the night to end like this. I was chasing a spark, she was already caught in it, and we both stumbled into something neither of us saw coming. If you're into these stories, take a second to like and subscribe. It keeps me going. New here, glad you found us. Hope you stick around. Let's dive in. They won't do it, Lena muttered, arms crossed, staring at the two men lingering at the bar's far end. I leaned against the counter, eyeing them over my glass. They're glued to those stools, she snapped. All night, catching every signal we've thrown. I scanned the room. Two men, older, carrying years in their eyes, but fire in their posture. One tall, broad-shouldered jacket slung over his chair, tie loose, all sharp edges and quiet control. The other slouched, sipping bourbon, slow half-smile, carved like he knew something we didn't. No rush, no move. We've smiled, we've lingered, I said. You even did that hip thing, did not, Lena shot back. That's just how I walk. I gave her a look. Okay, fine, she admitted, maybe a little. I set my glass down, still no move from them. Lena sighed, dramatic. I mean, come on, tall guy's been eyeing me since round 2. I blinked. Wait, you want tall guy, obviously, she said. He's got that brooding I own property and know my way around a toolbox vibe. Pretty sure I'm after him, I said. She faked offense. You said you liked the other one. I said he's handsome, I corrected. But if we're picking favorites... She squinted. What, I'm stuck with the other guy. He's no consolation prize. I glanced at them again. He's got that messy charm, like he'll wreck your weekend and offer to fix it. Lena grinned. Bet he apologizes with breakfast. We laughed, shaking our heads like we hadn't spent the last hour hoping one of them would cross the room. Then Lena looked at me, half bold, half defeated. We're seriously arguing over who gets who when neither's made a move. They want us, I said. They're just wasting time pretending they don't. Too slow, Lena muttered, standing straight. I'm done waiting. I crossed my arms. What's the plan? Flip a coin, make 'em earn it. She grabbed the tequila bottle, smirked. We don't choose. No rules, no sides. She poured. We just go for it. I raised an eyebrow. So we wing it? She shrugged. Works for me. Worst case, we're both happy. I laughed. You mean I'll be happy and you'll steal half the credit? She shot me a look. Please, you'll be lucky if I don't take both. That stopped me, but only for a second. I grabbed the keys, walked to the door, and locked it. The click echoed in the empty bar, sharp as a promise. Behind me, Lena lifted the bottle, muttering about damn time. They were still there in the dim corner, watching like predators who'd already scented blood. Tall guy leaned back, owning the space. The other kept that half smile like he'd known how this would end from the start. We didn't walk. We moved slow, deliberate, like we'd written the rules without saying them. Lena led chin-up eyes on the smiler. We're off shift, she said. Mind if we join you? The tall one, salt and pepper hair whiskey untouched, nodded with a subtle smile. Wondered why you took so long. Jack, he said, offering his hand. Elise, I said, sliding mine into his grip firm, like he was claiming more than a handshake. The other guy raised his glass to Lena. Sam. She clinked, hers eyes locked, then slid into the seat beside him, crossing her legs with a slow turn that pulled every gaze. Didn't want to mess up your rhythm, Sam said, eyes flicking down, then up. We're used to being watched, Lena replied. Just not usually this long. I slid next to Jack, close enough for my arm to graze his. You two just sit here all night. Jack smiled. Felt like you'd come around eventually. And if we didn't, I asked. He shrugged. We'd still be here, drinks full room quiet. Across the table, Sam leaned toward Lena. Bet she'd move first, he said, nodding at me. Lena tilted her head. You'd lose. The talk turned low, charged every word closer than it needed to be. I rested my hand on Jack's arm casual. He didn't move. Lena leaned into Sam, laughing soft, her fingers brushing his knee like they had a mind of their own. It felt natural, easy, and the air grew hot fast. Then Lena shifted. No hesitation, she turned, slid onto Sam's lap like it was the only place she belonged. Her fingers curled behind his neck, pulling him close, kissing him deep, sure, slow. I didn't move. I sipped my drink, watched her half amused, half stunned, not surprised at all. Jack's eyes stayed on me. She always like that, I smiled. Only when she's holding back. Lena didn't wait. Still on Sam's lap, she tugged her shirt over her head, letting it fall like it meant nothing, her skin catching the light, flushed alive. Sam looked like he'd forgotten how to breathe. She kissed him again, deeper hands gliding over his chest, confident like she'd already won him. He followed her lead, no questions. Beside me, Lena's rhythm was familiar, deliberate, pulling Sam in. His shirt was gone. His hands rested on her hips as she set the pace, her smile widening between kisses. I glanced at Jack. He was already watching me, eyes dark heavy with intent. Neither of us spoke. I turned, kissed him, no warning, one hand on his jaw, the other on his chest, claiming him. His hands found my back, holding me steady, not rushing but hungry. The space between us vanished, layer by layer. His breath hit my skin, his stubble grazing, teasing every nerve. I tilted my head back, fingers threading through his hair. Lena's soft laugh came nearby, still kissing, still leading. Sam's breathing shifted deeper, like she'd pulled him into something he hadn't expected. Jack grew quieter, focused, every move deliberate, his lips tracing me with a care that stretched each second. I didn't rush. None of us did. Then I felt Lena's eyes. I looked over. She met my gaze for a second, and we smiled, a shared spark. We sank to the floor, moving with the silent purpose, side by side. Two women, hands moving without words, rhythmic focus driven by the same raw pulse. Sam leaned back. Jack edged forward. I moved first, then her, then both of us. It wasn't teasing anymore. It was a challenge, a shared rhythm building between us. Every motion calculated, every breath heavier. We pushed them, coaxed them, made it a game. Sam exhaled, jaw slack. Jack's fingers lingered near my neck, not pushing, just there, anchoring me. I glanced at Lena. Her eyes, half-lidded, met mine. She moved slow, deliberate, like she knew exactly what she was doing and how much I'd have to keep up. We mirrored each other, one tilt, one glance, one shift in pressure. Their hands gripped the table, bodies barely still. Just as it felt like it might break, we stopped. Together we rose, slow, steady. I looked into Lena's eyes across the space between us. Her smile said she knew exactly what I was thinking. Let's see how they handle this. As we crossed, Lena's hand grazed my lower back. Then she leaned in, kissed my cheek, whispering, "Let's get wilder." A light tap on my hip as she laughed, gliding past. Sam leaned back as I approached, that half smile still sharp, daring me. I didn't hesitate. I slid onto his lap, knees brushing the chair, his quickened breath making me smile. Behind me, Lena and Jack, her soft laugh steady, broken by gasps that pulled my focus. She was reveling, not hiding it. Sam's hands slid along my sides, holding firm. His lips found my jaw, then lower. I moved with him, leaning closer, tilting once, then again, sinking like instinct. The shift was smooth, natural. Once we locked in, it was effortless, like muscle memory. I pressed into him, sinking into the moment, calm, but certain, riding the rhythm we'd started. My hands gripped his shoulders, his fingers tight on my waist. Our breaths matched like a tide pulling us forward. His exhales grew rough, and as my head tilted back, I let go of everything. Each move fed the next, urgency burning away thought. I wasn't thinking anymore, just chasing, surrendering. He pulled me closer, and I gave in, swept into the current. Behind me, Lena's breaths were uneven, rising, catching me for a heartbeat. Then, without a word, Sam lifted me. My back hit the table, still warm from the night, his smile like he'd claimed a prize. I laughed. Then another body settled beside me. Jack had guided Lena to the table's edge, holding her hand as she leaned next to me. Her palm rested inches from my shoulder, her skin flushed, radiant hair clinging to her temples, lips parted in a dazed, satisfied smile. We looked at each other so close, her breath mixed with mine, warm, alive. She was wild, vivid, beautiful in a way that cut deep. She moved with Jack's rhythm, a soft sound escaping her lips. Her face was inches from mine, cheeks, red hair damp against her skin. With each motion, her breath grew heavier, pulling her closer, heartbeats syncing with mine. I couldn't hold back. I leaned in, kissed her soft at first, a whisper of lips. She responded like she'd been waiting all night, her palm cupping my cheek, my fingers sliding to her waist. No hesitation. The men didn't slow, if anything they moved with more purpose. Jack's rhythm pushed Lena closer, her body pressing into mine. Sam's grip on my hips was steady, unyielding. They watched us and they liked what they saw. Lena made a soft sound against my lips, and it echoed in me, raw, electric. I kissed her deeper, pulling her closer, anchoring her as Jack's pace quickened behind her. Her breaths grew sharp, her rhythm faltering. She pressed against me, and I was there, matching her, urging her on. She held her breath, hands clutching my shoulders. Then Jack broke his rhythm, jagged, a sudden shift. Lena exhaled, long, slow, collapsing into me, her forehead against mine, her body soft, spent. Sam slowed behind us, his hand reaching for Lena, guiding her gently across me, her chest against mine, her breath warm on my neck. Her arms wrapped around me, a soft gasp escaping as Sam found their rhythm. I kissed her cheek as her voice caught again. His pace quickened, each move pressing her into me, our bodies shifting together. I whispered to her, coaxing her higher until she pressed harder, clinging to me. Then she let go, melting into me, trembling, her breath hot against my collarbone, lips grazing my neck. I held her tight, safe, as the tension flooded her. Sam slowed, adjusting, then leaned forward, finding the rhythm we'd built. Lena still draped over me, warm, exhausted, her fingers traced my sides, her lips brushing my ear, syncing with his motion, guiding and grounding me. I moved with Sam, my breath quickening, my body taut under the weight of it all. Lena kissed the curve of my neck, murmuring something wicked, and then the edge hit me fast, overwhelming. My body arched, hands gripping the table, every nerve alight. I didn't cry out, couldn't. The release stole my voice, leaving only breath and light. Lena's hands held me steady. Sam pushed through, his rhythm steady, then slowing, stopping. Silence fell heavy with skin air heat. Lena and I lay tangled, limbs entwined, breaths blending. We laughed, breathless, stunned, smiling. She kissed my cheek. I kissed her back. We stayed there, glowing, weightless, locked together like we'd never move. Before you go, answer this: if you were at that table and they walked up, would you hesitate or dive in? Tell me in the comments, I'm reading. If this hit you, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss what's next. Thanks for being here.